Hi guys, it's Belle here and I'm here with a flip through of my latest design team project for Release the Craftin. I'm sorry it's a bit grey, I'm sorry about my voice. We have just been hit by Storm Eunice and so it's left grey skies and torrential rain in its wake. And I have also been battling a very nasty cold this week, so my voice sounds a bit strange because of that, but let's get on with this. So this is a journal made using her watercolour woodland kit. I will leave the link to her shop down below where you can find this kit. And I've made a single signature journal from it in the style of, I want to say, Bohemian Moonlit Woods grimoire, a Bohemian Lunar grimoire, because that's the kind of vibe that, I don't know, the kit kind of gave me. It's very different to a lot of her kits. It's much, well, you'll see when we get started. So, the journal, I bought this fabric straight away when I saw this kit. See that moon glitters? Because it goes so well. So I knew I wanted to use it as my cover. And I didn't want to do too much. I've got this beautiful kind of shimmery grey silver ribbon that really gives me lunar vibes. And yeah, this is the fabric. I've left the edges frayed. It's one of my favourite things to do, stitched around it. It's hardback. This is the cover. You've got some cream lace here, some hessian, and then some canvas fabric. One of the images from the kit that I've torn, inked, stitched around, varnished, and then some of this silver grey leaf trim and some flowers down here to give it that woodlands vibe. Lots of fabrics on the edge because I like it. Inside is just this plain canvas. I have inked the spine edges. I don't know why, I just liked it. There are a lot of owls. I think she said she wanted to make a kit using lunar moths more, and there are a lot of moths in here, but there are also, as you can see, there's like a moth there and a moon. But you can, I'm hoping you can pick up, can you see the flower? There's like a flower there. But there's also a lot of owls, so it really reminded me of like if you're out in the woods during a full moon kind of thing. So her name is Lily. I don't think I've said that. There's a Venom Pocket here. There's lots of this kind of handmade paper in here as well. There's also another little tag that I've frayed the ribbon with. Backed. So there's a front pocket here, there's her name Lily, and then there's a back. So this is actually a double pocket vellum. This is one of the beautiful envelopes in the kit. It's a kit with these like dark pale greens, browns, purples, blues. It's a beautiful kit. Very different colour palette. Little envelope, I haven't put anything in that one. And a blue and silver wax seal on there. And I've put it this way so you see the seal at the front because I just found that more interesting. And also as you turn the vellum over, you get to see the image through there. There's some, I think this is cabbage dyed paper. There's some lace there that's dyed and an owl that's got little, let's see if I can bring that up. Oh, where's it gone? It's got little glass, almost moonlit. Reminded me of a moon on there. There's a pocket made here with one of the pages of the kit. And I've used watercolours in the background. And these are some of the handmade papers that I've used throughout. But I've left it with a paper clip. I haven't stitched it or anything. So that you can then use those papers in the journal. some hand-dyed paper, just some scrapbook paper with some of the kit. This is from the kit. Ticket from the kit. This card is from the kit. And then one of the tags from the kit. And this one says, "In the woods, deep my soul does not keep the fondest company," which is a quote. And then a tag. Again, I've used, so this is a letter I was sent. I don't know if it's Arabic or something. I've gessoed and I've inked on it, and I've used part of the one of the pages from the kit and ripped, torn and stitched it to make a pocket. This is extremely fragile. This is vintage. I think it's from a 1909 book. It might even be earlier than that. It's beautiful. It says "Moths around sallow blossoms at night," and it just fit the colours and everything. I have varnished it to try and give it more strength so that I could bend it, fold it. This is a bit fragile. Just be aware of that, but you can write on the back. It's beautiful. Okay, so no idea, car alarm's going off. So you've got this little paper clip holding this together. This illustration of an owl is from a vintage kit as well. It's just a little collage I made. This opens up. Again, it's some hand-dyed paper. You can write in there. And then it's also a tuck spot with this simple scrapbook tag that I've backed in like almost like packing paper. There's a lot of natural sort of papers and fabrics used in this. It's one of the stunning pages from the kit. It's just so beautiful. I've ripped and torn all the pages of the kit rather than cut them. They're all torn around to give it this kind of beautiful textured edge, and then inked around and sewn around. It's got crystals, a moon. You could write on here. It's beautiful. This is some vintage graph paper. It holds on to this because this opens up so that you can write on it. It's another one of the envelopes from the kit. And this is, there's some quotes from, I think it's her Moon Words and Phrases kit. It's just a single sheet. It's separate from this watercolour woodlands kit, but I loved it. Everyone has a little bit of the sun and moon in them. And again, another wax seal opens up. And yeah, I just really enjoyed in this one leaving the wax seals rather than the envelope. This is a Venom Pocket. That's from the kit. It's backed in blue. And then at the top of this, there is a pocket as well. And I've cut down one of the large journaling cards in the kit. And this beautiful butterfly. Look at those purple mushrooms. And then tabs also come in part of the kit. It's all backed, and that goes on the top there, and then it's just held together in a paper clip. I did some inking and splotching on this hand-dyed paper. Beautiful fabric tag. Again, it's the Hessian burlap. Lovely feel. Some more inking on that side. It's just a page that I had in my stash, and there's some of that silver grey leaf trim. And then this is a pocket from the kit, and in here, oh, and I've gessoed on this so that you can write on it. And in here we have a tag from the kit. It's backed. So they're all backed in either tea stained, blue, dyed, or like packing paper. It's a little tag, and then I've embossed a moth on there. And then this is just some backing paper that I've turned into a little pad with some of this hand-dyed paper that actually had this blue running through it, which I really loved. And yeah, it's just got lots of little scraps of fun dyed papers. You could write on them, you could tear them to use in the kit. This is some almost like watercolour paper. I wanted, when I saw it was watercolours, I really got this kind of art journal vibe, feel. So I wanted my papers to have that kind of feel as well. And then on the other side, again, it's a double pocket. So let me just take everything out. There's a page from the kit that I've torn and inked, and then there's some vellum that's torn and inked. So just be aware that it's torn when you're putting stuff in it, because, you know, it can be brittle. And because all the vellum is also tea stained. This was, I think it was one of the large journaling cards or a tag from the kit. And I've just cut it down, rounded the corners, stitched around it to put in there to be written on. A beautiful tag from the kit with some of this purple backed in blue, stitched around again. That goes in there. Then she has these silhouette shapes, and this one is of a mushroom, which I just really loved. Look at the detail and texture in the background of that. So I cut around, but then I ripped around the top to give it this, I don't know, again, to go with the kind of feel of the journal. And again, it's backed, I think, on some cabbage dyed paper. And then this is just something I had in my stash that I felt the colours really went, so you can just write in there. And then I put together this little embellishment on the front. I thought this flower was perfect. It might even be the same style flower. But yeah, so that just goes in there. Some of this, look at that beautiful paper. So grungy and beautiful. And then you've got this large envelope pocket. So I adapted an idea that I saw Artymaze do that I really enjoyed, where she kind of took the, I'll see if I can find the video and link it, but she took the pocket, the envelope, and made a pocket of it, but by taking it all apart. Anyway, I'll leave the video to Artymaze down below. So this is the pocket. You can see the opening there. I've put an image from the kit, some vintage piano roll paper. It says Blue Moon. And then if we turn it over, some more from the kit, some more of that vintage piano. You can't see probably very well, but underneath there was this white space on the envelope. So I inked with different colours, blues and that you can just pick up. And you can see all the way through. So you can see the flower on that side and the blue paper on that side. And then I love this fabric so much, I just wanted to make a journaling card with it. So I just stitched the fabric onto some craft cards, stitched around it, added some lace. That pops in there, and you can just see the fabric and the owl through the window, which I really like. And I like the way you can see the craft at the top. Like I said, this is a much more arty, grungy journal. Gorgeous. Look at the moth down here. And this beautiful mushroom. It's got some of my favourite things in here. It's moons, mushrooms, owls. It's just beautiful. Look, see little mushrooms down here again. You can see the moth. And look at the texture up here. It's just, I say it all the time. I really do love her kits. This is just some packing paper that I really wanted to put in here. Again, I've torn and inked the edges, and on the other side you have this large tea-stained vellum pocket. And in here this is watercolour paper that I've inked and done things to, and then this is embossed. I'm hoping that picks up, but it's embossed. It has a beautiful, listen, just has a beautiful feel to it. And then this is some handmade papers. I didn't make them. They're from a pack. And yes, there's gold and silver in here because I like the idea. Sometimes the moon is silver. Sometimes it has that reddish glow around it. And, you know, I just... and I left the back like this because I thought it was fun. That just fits in. I just... yeah, red and silver and gold. Some scrapbook paper that I had, a pocket on the other side with this absolutely beautiful handmade paper. It's all bobbly and you can feel it. It's from the kit. It's backed. This is a tag, and this is, I don't know, I found this in my stash too. So I thought, oh, that goes well. Can you hear that, guys? That's my neighbour's dogs. So the wind is up and howling. It's raining and now the dogs are howling. I feel like I'm in the middle of a like 1940s or 50s Dracula movie, and we're high in the Carpathian Mountains. And Dracula's like, listen to them, the children of the night. Anyway, back to this journal. It's most definitely not Dracula. Yeah, so I just really like that. I have this beautiful fabric embellishment with the gold, and you've got the flower, but then the way it cuts, the way it goes like this reminds me of the shape of the moon. And then we've got this beautiful sort of mottled hand-dyed paper that was in my stash. Used scrapbook paper as a pocket, and then an envelope I had in my stash as a pocket. Opens up. You've got another wax seal with a moon on it. Behind that, you have one of the little journaling cards from the kit that I've cut down, added some lace, and just tucks back there. So it looks like the envelope's got lace on the top. Another piece from the kit that I've made into a large journaling card. Used again some stamping and some inked paper, backed in blue, and some burlap, some vintage. I'm trying to remember the date of this, but it is I think 1930s, 1940s, and it says Blues by Bassie. So you got the Boogle Blues, the Cafe Society Blues, the Way Back Blues, and because the journal has a lot of blues in it, I thought this went really well. Count Bassie's Piano Style Solos. So this is a vintage music paper. There's one of, again, beautiful pages in the kit. You can see the moon behind the moth and the fern. Oh, and again, the torn edges. And there's that beautiful crystal. Just some ledger paper, more modern ledger paper. Again, just took a piece from the kit, stitched around it. I really wanted this journal to have a lot of kind of arty texture to it. And then this is a vintage income tax kind of receipt. It's got the writing on it. And on the other side, because I really love the colour of this, I just put a little moth sticker, vellum sticker that I had. Some of this beautiful mottled purple blue lace, and then on here you have a moon with a bead and a sort of round sparkly bit. This is some of my paper, but it's kind of bumpy. It was a piece ages ago that I was experimenting with, and then I've just added some ink over the top, and I really like it. It wasn't a full page, it was just a little bit, so I thought the texture and everything went. A brown paper bag that I've used as a page, a large bag. Used a page from the kit, used some of this that I had. It's a paper that I've inked as well. There's a writing space up here, stitched around. And then if you just see here, it's got, inside it, it's just got some, you can see it really well there. So I've left this blank, because again, it's arty, someone can do as they would like on it, and I just love the texture. But I love how this picked up the colours of this, and then on this side it picks up this, and it's a whole sheet of this beautiful mottled paper that I have in my stash, and I've just used a punch on the edge. Really like how that looks. Oh my gosh, I can't get it in, I tell you, I haven't filmed for a while because I've been ill. Another beautiful page for the book, and this is the middle signature. Look at that owl with the moon behind it. Oh, it's just, and in the moon there's all these images. It's just beautiful. And then in the middle I've put these beads. So this one reminded me of the moon, but it's got gold in it as well. You've got blue, brown, a little star. I think this is solidite. Gem there, and that's wood, so they just go. And I've used a grey wax thread to go with the theme. The other side of that paper bag, but when you turn it over, I love how this kind of went, especially as the middle one's an owl too. And I've put one of the words from the other kit, By the Light of the Moon. We've got this owl, and inside here is another pocket. Oh, and this is all stitched around too. And again, one of the silhouette shapes, which is an owl. Again, I've bet that. Look at some of that paper. So that just goes in that pocket to be written on. Some more of that hand-dyed paper. A tag from the kit. and another smaller tag from the kit, and you've got these beautiful yarns up there, so they pop in there. And then this is stitched sort of wonky because this page was wonky, but I wanted the pocket to be, I don't know, I just like the way it looks. Tea stone paper, some of the beautiful fabric from the kit. This is the other side, the invoice, double pocket here again with vellum and the mushrooms. It's a little ticket from the kit and another silhouette shape, which is one of the leaves. So they just tuck in and can be written on. The other side of that, see, there it is there. Beautiful. The other side of that ledger paper, it opens up. There's a little vellum owl there. But then you've got a little vellum pocket here. And again, it's some of that cut off watercolour paper that I used for the large tag. And then I've embossed a stamped image on there and just used some canvas. One of the beautiful pages from the kit. And that's, I love these crystals in it. The other side, the vintage music paper, which I just love. I was seeing if it had a date on it. Here we've got Blue Room Jump, You Can't Run Around Blues. So yeah, just thought it went really well because it said blues. I've used this, the other side of that scrapbook paper, and I've made a pocket. So it's got a page from the kit stitched around. Then the pocket itself is made from craft card, some of the page from the kit, some more fabric. It's got one of the little round tags from the kit, all back still. You've got this tea card in there, vintage tea card, which is, oh, it's a butterfly, not a moth, but I thought the colours went really well, and it's got blue on it. And then up here, you've got another one, the cards from the kit, another tag from the kit, backed in 2 different shades of blue. And I've left the top bit so that can be written on, and it's also magnetised, so that's how it stays shut. It's got a magnet on it. Then I've made a belly band here, but out paper this time. I normally like to use fabrics, but this has got trim behind. It's got some tea stain vellum, and then these are 3 little tags that came in the kit. You've got a moth with the moon, the crystal and the owl, and I kind of just all stitched it together. I really like the look of it. This is a large envelope from the kit, and again, this is the back. It's just so beautiful with the wax seal that just holds it in place. And I just, instead of having it that way, which is beautiful, I just thought I loved the blue. I just thought the blue worked really well. So I kept it that way. Now the gorgeous page from the kit. Honestly, this kit, look at that flower. And then this is the other side of that envelope, the window envelope. So this you could write on. This is from the kit. It's stitched around. You've got a pocket here. Again, I've used a page for the kit. It's got one of the journaling cards from the kit. And then I've just used some handmade paper to make a little tuck spot. And this is, I got gifted these. It's like almost like packing paper that you might find in something. And then underneath is an embossed image of the moon. And that just pops in there. I really like the way that looks. Some more hand-dyed paper. So when I was thinking I was going to make this more of an art journal than a grimoire, I decided to try sort of like just cutting out some circles, punching out some circles, and was going to put something on the other page. And then I really like the idea of putting some of this strip of tea stained vellum, and then having this flower kind of come out of it and then stitched around it. I really like, you could still put something under there and see through it. But I just really like, and you kind of see the ledger. I love the way that looks. I really like that, how that turned out. Or that ledger paper, one of the pockets from the kit, and a little modern library card that I had. So I just put loads of inks all over it. And it can be written on. So that pops in there. Some of that beautiful trim. In shot, large, that's some of that gold handmade paper. And this is tags from the kit, so you could cut them down. I left them together for once, backed it all. There's a moth vellum sticker down there, and inked and everything, and just love the way that's the moth and the moon phases. And yeah, that goes in there. Another beautiful page from the kit. Look. And then this is a triple pocket. So this is that handwritten letter in the language, I'm not sure because I got gifted it. I love the texture of this. It has like a linen texture. This is, again, it's almost like a handmade paper butterfly that I'd been gifted. So scrapbook paper with 2 vellum pockets dyed and inked. In the back, we've got a large tag from the kit. Another tag from the kit. Another tag from the kit. It's got this beautiful flower that you find in the background. And then this from the kit. It's cut a bit wonky, but I kind of like that because nothing in this journal is completely straight. This is the other side of that letter. So I've gessoed, added some ink on there, did some stamping, and then this is a vintage illustration from a book. This is from about the 1940s, this illustration from the book. I thought it went well. Some more hand-dyed paper. Just a page from the kit. I've stitched around. Large vellum pocket here with a pocket from the kit, and you have this little tag. I found this brown paper that I had in my stash, like it was already a tag shape. So I've added one of the tickets from the kit and some craft paper there, and that goes in there. And then I had this large index card. If you saw my second episode of the Crazy Craft Challenge, when I was making the journaling cards, there was a lot of ink left, and I had these big index cards that I was using to mop up the ink, and the colours actually went really well. So I trimmed that down, and then I've embossed a triple moon on there. I just left it as is, and it just pops out of the top, giving the blue, which picks up the blue over here. And yeah, that's another. This is why it has like a bohemian feel, because I've used these kind of things, and it's all a bit more eclectic. Large vellum pocket here. Some scrapbook paper and some paper from the kit. This is just a single pocket. Journaling card from the kit that I've added one of the words to, Lunar Vibes, and one of the tags from the kit. And this is the back page, again with the moon and the moth. And there you go there. Canvas at the back. So that is Lily. I hope you like her. Single signature. Let me just, hold on. She is about 6 1/4 by 9 1/4, I'd say. So there's room where the pages are, but that's kind of how I cut her. And yeah, I will leave the links down below. She will be available in my Etsy store, so I will leave a link to that, as well as a link to Priscilla's and to the Artymaze video that I mentioned that I got inspiration from. So again, sorry about my voice and the dogs howling and the lighting. There's not a lot I can do about it. It's stormy weather here at the moment. And I will be back again soon. Leave a comment down below. As always, I love hearing from you guys. Let me know what you think. And yeah, wherever you are in the world, I hope you're having lots of crafty fun. Thank you very much for watching. Bye for now, guys.